Welcome to the exciting and new mini podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
I'm Dana.
And I'm Connor.
Welcome, Connor. How's it going?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me back.
Always welcome. Do you want to kick us off, Andy? What did you watch, or did you do anything fun this week?
I don't think I did anything. I mean, I watched a lot of Knicks, and now they're done.
Yeah, so now you got a lot of
they
people.
lost.
I don't have to worry about them
stinks.
anymore. And the Phillies. We watched like 4 Phillies games this weekend. It was crazy.
Phillies have been playing great lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we watched any. I mean, we kept with that Will Forte show, which I'm drawing a blank on the name of.
Oh, Botkin?
Botkin. Watch
I
that.
didn't watch any more of that. Are you liking it? Is it good?
Yeah, because now it's
Okay.
a murder mystery. It went from
Okay.
being like kind of like them just being there to now they're involved in trying to solve it.
Solve it. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, really, it was a weird week for me for not watching anything of importance. Because did we just podcast on Friday, right?
No.
Oh no, has it been a week since we podcast?
Who did we podcast with last? Who was
Terminator with
Brian.
with
the
Brian, and
Max?
that was on a Friday.
Was
right?
that just this last Friday?
Yeah.
Not this past Friday? No, it couldn't have been.
Mm-hmm. Today's...
Because then we
And
played
then we played
poker the next
poker on
night.
Saturday. Yeah.
I was here two nights in a row. I don't remember being
Okay.
here 2 nights in a row. That's why it's weird.
So
I don't know.
poker takes up the whole day. So I didn't do anything Saturday.
Who won poker?
Mike.
I walked away with a few bucks after that last showdown.
Mike Chamberlain?
Mike. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he won, and Brandon, one of the new guys that we have in the group.
Yeah,
now,
they won the tournament.
They split, I think.
Oh,
And
all
then
right.
I came in third in the tournament, but then I won that showdown for $48 at the end of the night. Gave me some of my money
nice.
back. Yeah.
Did you play, Connor?
I did, yes.
You did? Did you win? Or did you lose all your money?
Oh, I lost my money.
You lost your money. Okay.
I won one of the other times, which was good.
All right.
So I'll hold that one close to my heart. I know, keep that one there for now.
You don't know how to play, right?
No. I know, like, the different... Like, I've played an electronic kind before, so I know all the hands and
Yeah.
stuff. But not really. I don't know all the
He was
rules.
thinking about having a ladies tournament down here.
God.
Michelle won't
Imagine.
even play. She doesn't play poker.
Yeah.
She'll play blackjack. but
Sure.
poker-
Okay, that's easier, yeah. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Oh, you want me to go? All right. I watched a couple of documentaries. I watched Ashley Madison, Sex, Lies, and Scandal on Netflix. That's a 3-parter. Again, the whole Ashley Madison thing when
Yeah.
they got it was like a leak.
Yeah.
They got it was crazy. So I watched that.
Oh, did that happen? That all the info got leaked too?
Yeah, it was like all their information. Then they talk to couples like now, like this guy is like, yeah, I was on there, and like I didn't know what it was about at first. He's like,
right.
And then
Do you know what this is, Connor? Because it's not even a thing anymore.
I just saw it actually recently, and I was like, I didn't watch it, but I was wondering, I'm like, is this like is the angle of this documentary like sympathetic for these people, or they're like, haha, you got
It kind
caught,
of
like-
was because they talked to like this one guy and they talked to his wife and they talk about how they're back together now, and they were very like church going people.
Okay.
So it was very interesting to see.
Usually are.
Shocking.
It usually is. It's those kind of people that, like, the senator that goes to church every Sunday, and he's the one that's in
the bathroom with the
meeting
boys.
another
Like I
guy,
said,
you know what I mean?
homophobe is
Yeah.
like closeted. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
So I watched that documentary, and then I watched The Bronx Zoo 1990, Crime, Chaos, and Baseball. It's about the 1989-1990 New York Yankees.
Okay, I
That's
saw
on
that.
Peacock.
What was special about that team? They didn't win anything, right?
It was the beginning of...
Jeter wasn't there yet, right?
It was 1997 when they win with Torrey, or 96 when they win with Torrey.
96,
That 1990 team
99, is
had
that what it is?
Mattingly on there. 1989, Billy Martin was about to take over. They were going to fire Bucky Dent a month into the season. Billy Martin dies in the crash in '89, I believe it was.
On Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve or something
New Year's
like that?
Eve or Christmas Eve. So he dies in the crash. So that gets Mel Hall, one of their great players. He's dating a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, my God.
He goes to her prom.
Was that
He goes to
wrong?
her prom?
The Yankees have a
That's
yearbook.
awesome.
The Yankees have a yearbook with like all their families and everything in there
Yeah.
they put out every year. His prom picture is in there with this
How
girl.
old was he at the time?
At least
He was,
probably 25.
he was probably in his like 20s or late 20s, early 30s. Yeah.
What year was this? 80s?
Yeah, this 89, 90.
Okay.
The guy is currently in jail. Mel Hall is currently in
For
jail.
that?
He's,
For
other things too,
Oh.
but for 40 years he will get out when he gets out, it'll be 102.
He's in jail for 40 years?
Yeah.
What the hell did he
that's
do?
like murder or something like that,
Is that
right?
like
it was a lot of pedophilia.
IRS?
Really?
Get
Yeah,
out.
I don't know exactly, but there might be more. But he did get
Wow.
in trouble for some of his pedophilia.
Was he a good? He was a coach or a player?
He was a player.
He was
yeah.
decent.
Oh,
Some
okay.
of it.
No,
He wasn't the
all of it.
All of it. Just some of the pedophilia. Not
Yeah,
all of it.
not all of it.
I just don't know why there's a documentary about that team, because that team's like nothing
Because it was
special.
such a shitty team.
Yeah.
It was the last. There's only one player from that 1990 team that ended up on the winning team. That
Was that
the
Bernie?
Tory team? That was
Bernie on
Jim
that
Leyritz.
Oh, okay.
He was on that 19. But you have Mattingly, who leaves the Yankees in like 95. They win in 96. So it shows just that he left right when
Jeter
everything
was
turned around.
94, correct?
Yeah,
he was drafted
was-
in 94.
But they won in what, 90? Was it 97,
96,
98,
I believe
99?
they won.
2000? They won 4 in a row,
Yeah.
right? 4 in a row? Or 4 in 5 years or something like
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was like they're showing that right before that was like a horrible team, just how horrible they were. Steinbrenner gets kicked off. He wasn't part of the
that? For the
owner.
stuff that he was doing with Winfield, right? Like, wasn't
The
he like...
stuff, he had stuff going on with Winfield, and then there was a bookie, Howard Schmeier or whatever,
I kinda
and he got
remember
in
that.
trouble with him. He ended up doing 2 years in jail. They talked to him. He's in the documentary and everything.
Because he was trying to get
He was trying to get Winfield in trouble with the funds from his
Charity or something
charity
like
and
that,
everything.
yeah.
They were saying that he was misusing those funds. So then he ended up having to write a check for something, and then that guy Howard Schmeier ended up going to jail for a couple of years.
Wow.
It's so awesome. They signed this guy to a big contract, Dave Winfield, and then they try to
And the
smear
owner
his
hates
name
him, yeah.
to get him off the team, I guess. I guess that was the end game, to like get him
Yeah,
like kicked off the
basically.
team or something like that. But oh my god, what a great team.
What a mess that was, yeah. Yeah, but that's all I watched. I didn't start anything, or I wanted to watch Infested. I found a good copy of it, but
Infested?
yeah, but there was no they didn't have any subtitles. Yeah, so I
Oh,
couldn't
what is
watch it.
Infested?
It's a French film
Okay.
about spiders infesting this
Oh
town.
my God.
Yeah, so it's
Like
arachnophobia.
arachnophobia?
Like, yeah, so I was
Loved
excited to watch it.
arachnophobia.
Yeah. I
'Cause
mean, I'm
Connor
not
told me
afraid of
about it.
spiders, but if they're invading a town, I'm
Did you ever
afraid
see
of them.
Arachnophobia?
Yeah, I love that
that movie. Yeah. So that's what when he told me about this movie, I looked it up.
Is it a comedy or is it a horror
I did
movie?
not watch the
think it's a horror
trailer.
movie.
Okay.
I just saw that what it's about.
Okay.
So, yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but like I found a copy of it
Yeah.
on Netflix, but there's no subtitles. But then I
Oh.
went on our thing, Cinema HD, and
Okay.
that I just kept getting the spin. I couldn't get nobody.
Oh.
Nobody was out there.
It probably didn't have the
streaming it
subtitles
yet,
either, so.
yeah.
You would have been pissed.
I'm not afraid of spiders either. My buddy Bruce, Brent's brother,
Yeah.
is petrified of them to the point where he would not see arachnophobia in the theater. I remember we were on my parents' deck when we were like in high school, and it was obviously outside. There was
Yeah.
a tree in the middle of our deck, and we're just hanging there. We saw a spider coming down off the tree behind his head.
Oh,
And we were like,
Don't tell him.
we're
Don't
like
tell him.
looking, waiting, and then when it finally touched him, I mean, his freak out. Like we
Was it
didn't
a
have
big
we didn't-
spider, or was it like?
it was decent size.
To people who
We just
don't
didn't
like
have
spiders, it
cameras back
doesn't
then.
matter.
I
Yeah.
know, but depending on like they're watching
Yeah.
a bigger spider come down on him, or just like a smaller one, it's definitely
Too
funny. if
bad-
they're
I mean,
bigger
we would have
spider.
all just taken out our phones if this was 20 years later.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
1988, you're sitting there going like, well, I'll remember.
Did you like
this.
Arachnophobia?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
John
I haven't
Goodman,
seen
right?
it in
Yeah.
forever, but I remember seeing that movie a few
Oh,
times.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've
I
seen
think
it
that's-
since I saw it way back
Yeah.
then.
I want to say that was early 90s.
Yeah, I think
like
so.
1990
Yeah.
possibly. Yeah.
But I think if they were invading a town in a horror movie way, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd want to watch it.
I don't know if I was right on if that's what Infested is about. I know it's about spiders attacking. I don't know if it's about a town or what.
Yeah.
But do you know any more about it?
It
or-
might be like an apartment complex. I think it is a little bit more like of a intimate claustrophobic
Okay.
setting. I don't know if
okay.
it's like a full town.
Yeah.
It sounds like
but I
a
wanna
dream.
watch it.
Like,
as well
no,
once I
I'll
find
have
a streaming
nightmares.
site for it. So.
Yeah.
We have a friendly spider outside. She hangs out right by our light that's outside.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
builds her web.
Kills other bugs
And,
for you.
and
Yeah.
it's like filled at the end of the night. And I saw her. I was cleaning the deck on Sunday, and I looked up, and she was there. I haven't seen her since last fall. I'm like,
Aw,
she's back.
Nice.
Like,
Or
good
it's her
girl.
daughter. You never know.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
I have my fence is that white PVC stuff. And the other night we were out there, and in the summer, slugs are a huge problem on the fence. So we were out there the other night, and I guess all the babies hatched because all these little tiny slugs, we counted. I stopped counting at 40. We're all over our
God.
fence.
Wow.
They're everywhere. And just seeing that night and counting them and then watching them crawl, I had a dream that night of slugs all over my bathroom. So I know if I see this movie, I'm going to be dreaming about spiders for a week. But yeah,
did
no,
you
I can't do
wash
that.
all the slugs off, or did you leave them there?
No, Tara wanted me to kill them. I'm not going to can't. First of all, I'm not touching a slug. I stepped on one when I was a kid, like smushed it by accident.
But these
barefoot,
are all babies. They're real tiny, so you could just wash them. Take the hose out.
It doesn't come off. A slug slime does not come off your skin, no matter how much you scrub. But anyway, no, I would never kill anything.
You wouldn't kill anything?
No.
Well, if they were all over your
that
house, coming into your house, you wouldn't like hose them down if they were
Well,
coming
when
into
I
your
find
house?
them like on so our yard is mostly pavers, and when I find them on a paver, I get like a leaf, and I try to get them to slime their way onto the leaf, and then I put it over by the fence so that it could crawl. Because this is what they do. When the sun starts to go down, they crawl up the fence and they go around back down the other side of the fence, and that's all they do in their entire existence until the next day when it's dusk, and they go up
honey, I'm heading
and
back
down.
out, honey.
Yep.
What are they going for?
I don't know. They go up the fence, down the other side. I have no idea what they do.
Do you think they know what they're doing?
No.
They're just like,
Imagine if we were on the other side right now, honey.
didn't you do that yesterday?
Yeah.
We have wasps out in the backyard, and every once in a while I'll go out there with my can of like wasp. I'll just go on a wasp apocalypse and just spray
Tara will do that.
15 hives. They're all open.
That's not my thing. Like, I won't kill it. If she wants it dead, she has to do it herself. I will take it out of the house. If a bee comes near me, I don't freak out. You just let it go. You're fine. She waves her hand. She starts screaming, and then she gets stung. So it's not my job to kill bugs. It's yours. But
Michelle's
anyway,
like that with bees too. She's like, ah! I'm like, don't move.
but yeah, right. But anyway, so I finished The Martian this week, the book.
Whoa. Nice.
Then I watched the movie. Both really good. Obviously, a great job with the movie. I can understand why they left out certain things. It was like totally not even a big deal. You can't, a lot of his inner monologue, 2 hours of him figuring out how to get water.
Brian used to have an inner monologue.
As soon as you said that, I was like, is he Brian?
Oh, yeah.
Brian,
So,
but did you ever hear about Brian's inner monologue?
no.
He would not pay attention to movies that we were talking about. He didn't have anything to say because he said he was watching the movie, but he was talking to his inner monologue.
He got distracted. He distracted himself with his talking to himself.
I was on that podcast
You were on that
when
one?
it happened, and it was the funniest thing that's ever happened here because you both looked at him like,
He's a crazy person.
And then,
He's a
like-
crazy person.
and then when he was done talking, you were like, I think you were like, you pretentious piece of shit or something like that. You were like, it was so funny.
Sounds like something I would say.
Oh, poor Brian. I also watched the first episode of a new show on Apple called Dark Matter.
Oh,
I saw the-
I've heard about that.
I really
I
liked
saw
the first
a
episode.
Big Cigar I saw.
Blake
I was
Crouch.
thinking about watching that
Big
one.
Cigar? What?
There's one called Big Cigar out
Oh,
there, too.
yeah, there is. Yeah, you're right.
Who's in it? Someone big's in Dark. Oh, Jennifer Connelly?
Jennifer Connelly
Okay.
and Joel Edgerton.
Oh, okay.
You hear that name all the time.
But I never associated. I didn't know what he looked like. But then I saw his face. I'm like, oh, I know him, but I didn't know that was his name. Maybe I thought they were two different people.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what he's from. I didn't look it up.
I know,
but-
I know that name.
Yeah, yeah. It's sci-fi. He has a life. He's a physicist. I don't know what he is. He's a science person, and something
a marine
happens.
biologist.
Yeah, it's like he's a marine biologist, and I guess it's about like different parallel universes of your own life, and somehow I guess trying to get to those other universes, whatever. But so far, it was really good. I liked it.
I've looked up Joel Edgerton, and like he's one of those guys. Like I've never seen anything he's in. I've heard of some of the stuff he's been in.
Yeah.
Like, The Great Gatsby. I assume that's the Leo.
Yeah, I don't think I
one.
could pick Joel Edgerton out of a lineup.
But
and
if you
put him
saw
up
his
there,
face,
yeah.
you'd be like, I know that guy,
Yeah.
but I don't know his name.
He was in the Red Sparrow. Is that the one with Jennifer Lawrence?
Yeah, I think
She's
so.
like a Russian.
I didn't see that
I didn't
one.
see that either. It's like a
I heard
red,
it was
I remember
really,
the cover
really
was red,
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's one of those guys, which was actually a funny Saturday Night Live clip this week. Did you see Saturday Night Live?
Yes, I
with
did. It was
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal?
Gyllenhaal, yeah.
And they did the thing where you heard about Steve Buscemi getting punched on the streets of New York.
Yeah.
And they did a whole thing where Jake Gyllenhaal was a cop, and he was talking about how like we have to protect the character actors of the world, and they're just like putting up pictures of Walton Goggins. He's like, he put the picture up for he was like doing the press conference. He's like, you know this guy? He's like, I know you don't know his name. He's like, he's in everything, though. And then they put up William H. Macy and a couple other guys like that. And then John Hamm was actually in the crowd. He's like, would you consider John Hamm a character actor? And they're like, no, he's too good looking to be a character
It's funny
actor.
because
He's like,
John Hamm
okay.
came back. It was like a callback too because he came out late. It was
Yeah,
like one of the
yeah,
last
very late.
sketches.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's funny.
I love John Hamm.
But it was
He's
just
good
very
at SNL.
funny how they were
Yeah.
like,
And he's good at
talking
making
about
fun of
pretending
himself,
character
too.
actors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they said like Paul Giamatti because they were taking questions from the
Crowd.
the reporters, the reporter pool. Like, is Paul Giamatti a character actor? He's like, come on, Sideways, The Holdovers. The guy's been nominated for Oscars. He can't be a character actor. Very silly.
That's all that I have.
Let's hear what you've been watching, Connor.
Sure thing.
I took a picture of my wall so I knew what Connor's been watching, so I can say like, yeah, but what about?
Oh, there you
What
go.
about?
Okay, well, we'll see if I miss anything. I'll do a quick run through because I've seen quite a bit just this month alone. I saw The Fall Guy. I like that. That was pretty good. Good laughs, you know.
Yeah.
I got what I wanted out
Yeah.
of
Did you
it.
see that? You saw it, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
talked about it
Yep, I
last
liked
time,
it.
right?
Chamberlain said he liked it too.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good movie.
I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and I was pleasantly surprised because I thought, like, why are we going
Like
back
4
to this?
movies into this franchise,
we
this
got
version of the
3 good
franchise.
ones.
But isn't this is supposed to be 100 years in the future, right?
It's quite
No,
a bit.
Caesar's not in it, right?
No, he's not. It's quite a bit into the future, and the girl from The Witcher is in it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know her real name.
I don't know who that is.
That's the Henry Cavill show, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
But she's in it. She's really good. The movie overall was a pleasant surprise. It was a really good time, and now I'm actually optimistic for the future.
Part
sequels.
5?
Yeah, part 5, 6. I think I saw somewhere they're planning to make 9. I don't know if that's accurate.
Wow.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they made
Like
9
they're
and they were all
supposed to make like
good?
3
It's
trilogies.
like, wow. Like,
I
you know,
mean,
Star Wars couldn't
they're
make
already
9
almost
good movies,
halfway.
and-
They could be. They almost got
Yeah.
the halfway.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
4 for now.
It just shows what good writing does. Because
Yep.
it's not good acting. They're all a bunch of monkeys.
Yeah.
Sorry, apes. I mean, like, yeah, I don't want to insult them.
Yeah, close enough.
Except James Franco, although he kind of acted like an ape, so I guess maybe he is actually.
Is he back out of?
out of
Me Too jail or canceled jail or whatever?
I don't know. I haven't heard his name in a while.
My next one, I'm coming to the defense of, I guess, both of you with Unfrosted, because I also thought that was a pretty decent time.
Yeah,
Had
man,
a-
that movie's
Yeah.
been getting
Had a good
shot
time with
up.
I know.
it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know what people expect from that movie.
why don't they like?
Yeah,
I thought it was
what do
fun.
they hate about it?
It was-
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I use Letterboxd for like tracking my stuff, and it has a 2.1 out of 5. Which is
Jeez.
pretty
Wow.
brutal.
That's
So it's
brutal.
Like, it's
yeah.
like a 45%
I think people were expecting
or something.
It's
an
like,
adult
what the heck?
comedy. You know what I mean? They were expecting something not so childish because it's Jerry Seinfeld, baby. But I thought it was so
I think
fun.
a lot of people just hate Jerry Seinfeld.
Do they?
I think-
I
Yeah.
think like jealousy about his success.
Okay.
Everything he's done post Seinfeld, like that B movie, people just were like nonstop hammering that thing, which was it was a fine movie.
He just had
whatever, it was
a
kids' movie.
heckler at one of his shows. Or they were Free Palestine.
At one of the
hecklers,
shows.
yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
He just kept going. They,
okay.
they tackled him and got
Tackled
him out.
him. Damn.
Well, because
It
he
was
was
that
he
bad?
jumped up and he was like
Oh,
yelling,
really?
like, Free
Oh,
Palestine.
that's more than
Everything
just a
was-
heckler. That's
Oh.
It got out of control.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
This is not a new movie, but it's new to me. I saw Old School
Nice.
this week
Oh, okay.
or last week, I guess.
Vince Vaughn and Will Ferrell
Yeah.
and
It was a good movie.
one of the
Wilsons.
Wilsons.
When he gets
I
hit
enjoyed
shot in the neck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
one of the best scenes.
Yeah.
With Stifler, yeah, Stifler's like,
I
oh,
will say
that
my
is a good movie.
reaction, like towards the beginning of the movie, when Luke Wilson's like talking to his boss and his daughter comes in and he's like, "It's so crazy, you're gonna graduate high school in 6 months," and he like
slept with
spits
her
out his
already,
coffee.
right? Yeah.
He's like, "Oh,"
And his
he's like
boss
freaking
is
out.
his
I'm like,
boss
"Oh
is
my
Locke
God."
from Lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember
Ariel
him
Quinn.
being in that.
Yep.
And isn't Artie in that movie?
Yes,
Artie's
he is.
that
Artie's in that movie
right?
real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He
it was
works
a
at
good
the.
time.
At his office
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, yeah, that was a fun movie.
And my last one that I saw is the contentious movie of.
And
Well,
I-
it's not actually contentious. I know
Your opinion's wrong. I think it's not. contentious.
you're
Can't wait to hear this.
you know, I know in your inner circle, more people tend to not like it than
That
like
is
it.
true.
But
That is true.
in the whole, we're the minority. But Mad Max Fury Road,
I haven't seen it yet.
Fucking hate that movie,
Oh my
dude.
god, it was so good. Because I
Okay.
watched it the other after you told me you hated it. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it again just to like make sure. I watched it again and I loved it. But Logan and Michelle like made me turn it off after like 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
The last time I tried to make
Yeah.
them watch it. I mean, I saw it by myself and then I was like, oh my god, you guys are gonna love this movie. And then I turned it on and they were like,
They didn't love
turn
it.
this
Is
off.
that the one that just came out, or is that
Nah,
the one?
like
Because something
5
else
years
is coming
ago.
out
Coming out.
soon,
Comes
right?
out on
Okay.
Friday.
Yeah, with
Oh,
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Are they related? These two movies?
Anna
Is that
Taylor-Joy
why?
This one's a prequel
is
to the
Oh,
one
okay.
we're
the
talking
Shirley
about.
Theron character as a younger person.
Okay. And so you liked it, you didn't, but as a whole, like, what is the critics and like
Everyone
reviews?
loves it.
Like,
I
not
do
only
love it.
like
Okay.
love it, like it's one of those people talk like best action movie ever made, that kind of stuff. Like
Really?
the Rotten Tomatoes things are 100%.
Yeah, that got a lot of great reviews.
So
yeah.
if I never saw any, like I think I saw parts
need
of
to
Mad
see
Max,
you don't need to
so
see
I
any
could
of them.
start with those
Totally.
two. Okay.
Yeah.
I started at Connor's recommendation, the 2014 Planet of the Apes, or 2011.
The first one, the
Yeah,
James
The first
Franco,
one, not
John
the Mark
Lithgow.
Wahlberg
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
So
Don't watch the
we
Mark
started
Wahlberg.
the Mark
watching
Wahlberg
those.
one's ridiculous.
The
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg one is truly not a good movie.
That must have been the one I had watched before. 15 minutes in, I was like, I can't watch this, and then didn't realize they were different.
Yeah.
But I started the James Franco one, and I liked it so far, but we didn't get to finish it. So
Yeah,
we're gonna watch all
all
of them
good.
till we get
They're really
up to
good.
this one. Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't
enjoyed
seen the
them,
fourth
yeah.
one yet, but I imagine it's going to be good based on your recommendation and just what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
The plan was to watch all four of them or three of them before the new one came out, and then watch
Not
that.
gonna happen.
Well, it's already out in the
Yeah.
theater, but
Yeah.
it was supposed to be all four of us. The four of us were going to sit and watch it, and then like the first night we were like planning out. Logan said, "Oh, I got plans," and walked out. And we're like, I looked at Michelle, I'm like, "Hey, we're never doing this," and we have never done it.
You know what I've done recently? I've gone to Spreaker. So download, rate, subscribe, review, do all those fun things. We're the exciting and new podcast on all our socials. The Jazoo on Instagram, Jazoo74 on X and Twitter. Spend the exciting and new mini podcast. I'm Jason.
I think I turned the volume of the music up, thinking it was the volume of my headphones. It turned on. I'm like, why is it so loud? I'm like, because this button does that. AEGonzo1 on Twitter, AEGonzo1970 on Instagram. I'm Andy.
Dana Caps on TikTok, Dana Caps 77 on Instagram. I'm Dana. That was my first mess up. Oh my god.
Variance reviews on Instagram. I'm Connor.
Wow.
Does
Our
my
first